Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Wars are fought between nations and ideologies, and often the unit of battle is forgotten, man. Forgotten, smothered beneath the confusion of propaganda, slogans, shibboleths, and God's endorsement of the sacred cause. Forgotten in the glorious statistics of battle, dismembered, flash-burned, bone-rotten, dying and dead. Man is what fights the wars. Only the perspective of literature brings the fighting man into focus. And so out of each war comes a handful of great stories in which all the forces of two opposing worlds are reduced to the life and death struggle of two opposing men. Such a story you're about to hear. Listen. Listen then as Herbert Marshall stars in Flood on the Goodwins, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
American folklore is filled with legends about men who were as tough as nails, like the one about Pecos Bill, who went out for a walk one day. Unfortunately, a big 10-foot rattler crossed his path. I say unfortunately for the rattler. You see, Bill was a mighty fair fighter. Why, he gave that rattler the first 3 bites just to make things even. Then he waded into that reptile and he everlastingly thrashed the poison out of him. By and by, that old rattler yelled for mercy and admitted that when it come to fighting, Bill started where he left off. Yes, that was Pecos Bill, a legendary American. Folklore belongs to every nation's legendary past, and I guess we Americans have our share of some tall ones. Like the one about... but we'll have to save that one for the next time we travel your way. See you then.
And now, Mr. Herbert Marshall in Flood on the Goodwins, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Is that another one?
Where?
Off the starboard.
Oh, no. It's a mattress.
Blasted fog. Couldn't see the living, let alone the dead.
I don't think we'll be finding any more.
Not the way the stuff's settling down now. Where do you figure the patrol boat is?
She ought to be about a couple of 100 yards to port. Take it easy now, Uncle. Don't want to ram her.
Now, don't you worry about me, Dundas. Just you start singing out.
Patrol boat, ahoy! Patrol boat, ahoy!
Ahoy! Who are you?
Captain Mack of the Mary D.
They sound to be dead ahead, Mac. Better cut it back. I see her.
We'll come about her.
We're coming around your stern.
Get any more?
Yes, 3.
Bear a hand there. 3 more coming aboard. Any alive?
No, all 3 are drowned.
Come on, Mac. Let's get them up there.
Don't you bother, Dundas. Hey there. Can you send down a couple of men?
Right.
My mate here has only got 1 flipper.
Now, look, Mac, that doesn't make any difference.
Oh, what's the matter? You ashamed of it?
No, but I can swing my load like any man.
They're forward there, man.
Right.
Be sure I get my top back.
Right.
Now, don't let it get you, boy. There's lots of amputees working these days.
Amputee. Look, must you use that expression?
Amputee is what you call a man who's lost his arm. Amputee, what's wrong with it? Better than what you call those things they're hoisting on board.
Amputee, I hate that word.
Floaters, you call them. A man's been floating around dead in the water, he gets bloated, see? Floaters.
Very pretty. Do you know what you call a gabby old goat like you?
Never mind now, never you mind.
That's a bunch.
How many have been brought into you so far?
Well, counting your 3, that makes 30.
30? You don't say.
Lucky we got this fog. Without it, we'd be sitting ducks for any Stukas or Messerschmitts that might be about.
Or U-boats?
Or U-boats. That's right.
Was it a U-boat sent her down?
No. The only survivor we got alive, he says it was a time bomb.
Oh, sabotage.
Yes, went off in the forward hold. Boom! 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 Boom!
You hear that, Dundas?
I heard.
My nephew lost his flipper in the RAF, taking it real hard.
Oh, you shouldn't take it hard.
No, who says I shouldn't?
Now, don't get sore, laddie. I'm just trying to cheer you up, you know.
Well, cheer me up by getting your bloody feet off this boat so we can shove off.
All right, laddie, all right.
Casting off.
Going back to Dover?
Might as well. Fog's in for the night. We'll just make it by dark.
Righto. Cheerio.
You didn't have to bite his head off.
Lay off me, Mac.
He didn't mean any harm.
I said lay off, Mac, lay off.
All right, all right.
30 of them.
Is that what's eating you?
A saboteur. Can you imagine a man doing a thing like that?
Well, it's war, you know.
War. Fighting is war.
They didn't all drown.
No, only 29 of them. Didn't he say one was alive?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be awful to drown. Awful way to die.
I wonder if it'll clear tomorrow.
Black Nana beam.
I see it. Good navigating, Dundas.
Wharf ought to be right ahead of us. Mary?
Doctor?
Coming in. Get ahead, Mac.
Right.
There. I'll jump it.
Hello, you two.
Hello, Donnie.
How was it, Uncle?
Terrible, dear. Just terrible.
Were there many?
30.
Oh, dear.
Mac, how's the petrol?
Ample. We didn't use a quarter of it.
Are you going to fish tonight?
Ask Mac. It's his boat.
Fishing tonight, Uncle Mac?
In this fog? I should say not.
But Dundas can navigate for you.
Well, I don't know.
I brought a basket of food in case you're going out again.
Oh, I don't know. I think that husband of yours needs some sleep.
Are you going to start again?
What's wrong?
All day long he's complaining like an old woman. Just because he had the bad luck to lose his fin.
Fin. Flipper. Why can't you say arm?
See what I mean?
Well, you know you are a little rough about it, Uncle Mac.
Oh, what ought I to do? Help him feel sorry for himself?
Get out, both of you.
There was a man to see you, Uncle Mac.
Oh.
We didn't say. He said he dropped back.
Oh, what do he look like?
Very tall, distinguished looking.
Who's that, Mac?
Not me. Tall, you say?
Yes, and carrying a little briefcase.
Oh. Come for the payments on the boat, Mac.
Oh, hardly likely. Oh. Oh, would this be him?
Oh, yes. You're back just in time to catch them.
Good. Very good.
You looking for me?
Yes. You're Captain Mac.
That's right.
And who is this, please?
Mr. Dundas, my nephew.
The husband of this lady?
Look, mister, who are you and what do you want?
Oh, it's very simple. You must forgive my questioning. When one is engaged in my work, one can't be too careful.
Your work?
Intelligence.
What's that got to do with us?
I want to charter your boat for a trip.
Government work, eh?
Yes. A secret mission.
Where is it you want to go?
To Ostend. Tonight.
Belgium. Oh, that's a fair haul. And there's the U-boats.
The fog will cover you.
Here, what'll you pay?
The Crown provides handsomely in these cases. £100.
You're on.
Wait a minute, Mac.
Huh?
Mind showing us your credentials, mister?
I shouldn't mind at all, fella. But the fact is, I'm not carrying any.
You're not, eh?
This isn't what you'd call a casual visit.
Oh, use your head, Dundas. He's going where the Nazis are.
No credentials. Then would you mind explaining why you're sniffing around a little fishing boat like this when you could cross on one of those big, fast torpedo boats they've got over at the yard?
I find this man insufferable, Captain. Now, what do you say? Time is growing short.
Why
and I'm
don't
not
you take a torpedo boat or a minesweeper? They've got sweepers there, too, you know.
Now, you must know the answer to that. Those are naval vessels. They might be seen by one of the enemy shore stations.
In this fog. You are a liar, mister.
And you are a very astute fellow. Into the boat, all of
A
you.
gun.
Yes, my ticket to Ostend.
Put that thing down.
Look out, Mac. He's serious.
Oh, indeed I am. Now, in. You too, miss.
Dundas.
Do what he says, Mary.
I'll start your motor.
Make me.
Shall I?
Start it, Mac.
Oh, but this is crazy.
You, untie the ropes. And you, miss, you sit up there.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see. I'll sit up in the front with the lady.
Front. You don't know much about boats, do you?
No, and I shan't pretend to.
Listen, mister. We can't get out. They got submarine nets across the harbor entrance.
But I happen to know they're open until 8. Now, I'd better warn you. No tricks. I'm very good with this gun.
You are, eh? Dundas. He says he's very good with that gun.
Then we better do as he says. Let's go.
So, you're a Nazi.
That's right.
You talk like an Englishman.
Oh, really?
A Nazi. What are you, a spy?
You might say that.
Or what are you going back to the continent for? The war's not over?
What time do you think we'll hit the Belgian coast?
Around midnight. You didn't answer my question.
What was that?
Why are you leaving England? Scared?
If you like. But as a matter of fact, I'm returning because I've completed my mission.
Oh, what was that?
A matter of a bomb.
Sabotage, eh?
Naturally.
That ship, the one that went down off the coast, was that your work?
Yes, I planted the bomb in the hold this morning before she sailed from Dover.
You stinking filthy
Hold it,
bloody...
Mac, hold it.
No, let him curse. I find him an amusing old gaffer.
30 men drowned because of you.
30? What do you mean? There were 45 aboard, you know.
It was 29, Mac.
29, 30, what does it matter? This big, skinny Nazi to sneak in the dark with his mission not completed. Oh,
As a matter of fact, we were only joking, mister. Nobody was drowned.
What are you talking about? 29.
Your sense of security is a little delayed, one arm.
Don't you call me one arm.
Oh, sorry.
What's the time, Dundas?
Quarter of.
You ought to be over the Goodwins sands.
Got enough water under you?
Oh, yes. The Goodwins won't be exposed until low tide.
That would be at midnight.
That's right. So we get a fast ride back anyhow.
If he lets us come back.
Yes, if. How do we know you won't kill us when we let you off?
You have my word.
Oh, Dunder.
Don't take on, dear.
I can't help it. I'm frightened.
Let her come back here with us.
No.
See how tough he is? Shoots women.
If necessary.
I'd like to see you get that close to me.
Oh, would you?
Yes. Now look, Nazi. I'm walking toward you.
Mac, don't.
You're asking for it, you know.
You bloody Nazi pig.
Don't take another step, Captain.
Duck, Mary. Up. Oh.
Uncle Mac!
He can't hear you, girl. Don't slow down, one arm.
I want to get him aboard.
He's dead, one arm. Very dead.
He was a good man. He deserves burial.
And burial is got. Burial at sea. Now push your throttle back up.
No.
Your wife is next, one arm.
Dundas.
Now, that's better. And now, we continue our little voyage.
In just a moment, we continue with Suspense. Do you know the Social Security benefits to which you will be entitled when you separate from the service and take a civilian job? Here's a tip from Social Security.
When you open an account at a store, a special record is usually started for you. When you get a Social Security account card, a personal record is also started for you, using both your name and the number of your card. To be sure your Social Security record is correct, it's a good idea to check your Social Security record every few years. To get a statement of your earnings from the Social Security records, you can use postcard form 7004. This form is yours by writing to Social Security, Department 15, Hollywood 28, California. That's postcard form 7004.
And now, we continue with the second act of Flood on the Goodwins, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
How much longer, Dundas?
About an hour.
I notice you change course from time to time. Why is that?
The channel current. If you ride with it, you make better time.
I see. And you'd like to be rid of my company as quickly as possible, huh?
That's right.
I'm glad you're being reasonable. The old man was a fool.
You think so, eh?
Of course, and so do you.
Why do you say that?
You've seen the war. You know how it is.
That's right. I know how it is.
Dundas, don't.
Why, what's wrong, Mary?
Don't talk to him. He killed Uncle Mac. It's not right to talk to him.
Oh, but we find each other very interesting, Mary. Don't we?
Oh, yes, indeed. Tell me, how did you lose your arm?
RAF. I was a navigator.
And a very good one, I dare say.
So they said.
Did it happen over England?
No. Bremen.
Bremen. I see. You chaps did a very thorough job in Bremen.
Yes.
You're to be complimented.
Thank you.
Dundas.
Relax, Mary, relax.
Oh, Dundas.
You must understand, Mary, may I call you Mary? You must understand that it's a very extraordinary thing for the soldiers of warring nations to get together for a chat like this.
Take a nap, Mary.
Take a nap?
Yes, why don't you? Here, you can pull this tarpaulin over.
No, not that.
Huh?
It's got blood on it, that tarpaulin.
Blood? Oh, but really, the old man was over there, don't you see?
Not his blood.
Huh?
We spent the day picking up after you.
I see, and you used the tarpaulin for the body.
Yes.
Well, then, Mary, of course, we mustn't use that.
Oh, please. Please, may I go back to where my husband is?
No, you may not.
Why? Why?
And I'll tell you why you may not. You two are desperate, despite your husband's conversational manner, and I should like to avoid the possibility of your rushing.
You see how it is, Mary.
I'm sure she understands.
Just be very quiet, my dear. Everything will be all right.
Of course, a lot depends upon you, Dundas.
Why do you say that?
That spanner you picked up about 15 minutes ago. It's right behind you on the ledge.
On the thwart.
Thwart, then, thank you. Yes, it's right behind you on the thwart. Would you mind dropping it overboard like a good fellow?
Oh, that'd be a foolish waste. Wartime, you know. Spanners are hard to come by.
I'm sure. Why not slide it over here, then, huh?
All right.
Oh, no, slide it. Even if you could hit me accurately enough to disable me, the gun would go off. Well, you know.
I know. Yeah.
Thank you, Dundas. Now then, where were we?
Soldiers from warring nations.
Oh, yes. You know, it's a remarkable meeting, really. It gives us a chance to refresh ourselves on what it is we're fighting about.
Dundas is fighting men who sabotage ships.
Was, you mean, don't you?
Was. Now I fight nothing.
And I envy you. I, unfortunately, am still able, and so must carry on.
I find it a little difficult. Excuse me.
What's wrong?
Navigation. I have to check my course.
Oh, by all means. What course are you steering?
Why did you come and look?
No, I don't think I'd better.
Why not?
Well, you may have another spanner there. Perhaps you'll try to take my gun, in which case I'll have to shoot to kill you, and then where would I be? I might steer all the way back to Dover without knowing it.
That's so.
And then I'd have to kill your wife so she wouldn't inform. You see how it is.
How do you know I'm not tricking you?
Oh, I'm sure you're not. If we don't arrive by 3, I'm going to kill her anyway. And then if you should continue to be stubborn, there are ways of forcing you.
You mean torture?
Now, ordinarily, torture is very difficult to accomplish alone, but in your case, one-armed, it should be comparatively simple.
Yes, in my case. Don't worry, I'm taking you where you want to go. And I'm counting on you to keep your word to allow a safe departure.
Of course.
I don't believe him, Dundas.
Why not?
Because you are what you are. And because Dundas might know something your people want to find out. Dundas, don't you see? They will torture you. He's lying, Dundas.
Please, Mary, please don't worry.
You have my word. My sacred word on my honor as a gentleman.
There, you see, Mary. We have nothing to worry about.
Your wife seems to have gone to sleep at last.
Good. Poor thing, she's very tired.
You know, you're a lucky man.
Why?
To be home with a lovely wife, to be out of the fighting.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
No, I'll be glad when it's over.
You think it'll be over soon?
No, quite. You've heard of our buzz bombs.
Yes.
No, that's only the beginning. We're developing weapons 1,000 times as terrible, 10,000 times as effective.
Really? Tell me about them.
Well, there are rockets, the like of which the English have not dreamed. Rockets that can travel 100 miles or 300 miles. No one knows what their range will be. Radio control, speed about 30,000 miles an hour, altitude 60 miles. And what they will carry, I leave to your imagination.
Why leave it to my imagination?
Huh?
You wouldn't tell me about all this highly secret business if it were your intention to let us go, now would you?
I'm sure your agents know all this by now.
I don't know. But something tells me you've come to a decision about us.
How much longer till we reach shore?
Not long now. I'm bringing her into a deserted beach a few miles outside of Ostend.
I see.
If you look ahead, you may see the shoreline soon.
Straight ahead?
Yes?
Oh, that's impossible. This fog is much...
I've got it, Dundas!
Give me that gun!
Here, darling.
Stand back, fellow. That's it. Now raise them good and high.
Oh, Dundas.
Good work, Mary.
I thought he'd never drop his wrist. I waited and waited.
Here, Mary, take the wheel. Hold that course.
Yes, darling.
Remarkable woman, your wife.
Yes, indeed.
Unfortunately, there's no cartridge in the chamber.
It's pointed at your gut. Why don't I pull the trigger and see if you're telling the truth?
Perhaps you'd better not.
I don't see why not, if it's empty.
No, it's loaded.
Uh-huh. I thought so.
I wonder if you're the type who can kill the man he's facing.
I don't know. I've never done it.
Oh, it's very difficult, really. Just think of me as a fellow human being. Flesh and blood, like yourself. Think of the infinite genius that went into making this body of mine. The skin, the muscles, the arteries, veins, organs, vessels, and the blood. The blood. Murder's a very difficult thing when you're face to face with your victim.
I know. I don't feel as though I could kill you right at this minute, but suppose I try. All I have to do is squeeze the trigger ever so little.
Wait, no, don't.
Why not?
My life is worth a lot to me. More, believe it or not, than my pride, my honor, my love of Germany. Much more than that.
All right. Have you a proposition?
Dundas.
Be still, Mary. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, you keep out of this.
What's your proposition?
Money. Money. You're going to need money, aren't you? A one-armed man has a difficult time of it in peacetime. Jobs are hard to get.
Go on.
Well, I have several accounts in London banks. Big accounts. I can write you a check. You can cash it tomorrow.
How much?
£1,000.
I can't hear you.
Dundas, what are you doing?
2,000. 3. 5, then. That's all the money I have in the world.
How much do you have on you?
Oh, yes, in the briefcase. £150. I'll get it.
Don't move.
But the briefcase...
I'll take care of that after you leave. Write the check for £5,000.
Oh, Dundas, please don't do it.
Your wife doesn't seem to understand these things.
No, this is the way of the world, my dear.
Dundas.
And for this consideration, I let you off at the beach. Of course, I want to warn you against mentioning my name.
Oh, but of course. Here, here's your check.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to shoot me now?
No. A bargain's a bargain. I'll follow through.
You are an honest man.
Deal's a deal.
Hey. Yes, that's right.
I better take the wheel.
Give me the gun, Dundas.
No.
Please, Dundas, please let me hold it.
No, Mary.
Well, why in the name of heaven mayn't I? You can't steer and cover him at the same time, not with one hand.
If you take the gun, you'll shoot him, Mary. I know you.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. That would be dishonest, Mary. We've made a deal, this man and I.
Yes, an honorable deal.
But how to steer and all, that does pose a problem. Mary, bring me that big spanner.
What are you going to do?
Since I can't handle the wheel and the gun, and since Mary's not to be trusted, I'll keep the spanner for just in case. And solve the gun problem very simply.
Dundas, you fool, you idiot.
And you, sir, you'll find a fishing line with lead on the end of it, right up there in the front locker.
Huh?
I'm going to slow down. They're almost there. You'll do the sounding for me.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
You deliberately threw the gun overboard. You're selling out.
£5,000, dear. The Yanks put it. That ain't hay.
I have the line.
Throw it ahead of you. Then feel when it touches bottom. Then measure the depth by your spread arms.
Here goes.
Oh, Dundas. I know the war is a shock to you, losing your arm and all, but don't do this. You'll regret it the rest of your life.
Bottom.
How deep?
2, 3, 4, 5. 5, that's all.
We're closing in on the coast. Swing again.
Righto.
We'll hear the surf in a minute now. Not be very strong, low tide, you know.
2, 3 and a half.
All right. Get ready to jump.
Jump?
This boat hasn't got wheels. You'll have to walk the last 10 feet in.
Oh, all right.
Get ready. Here we are. The minute you feel her scrape bottom, jump out and push the bow around.
Roger.
Dundas.
Here goes.
Good night.
Good night. Sucker.
Why, sucker?
That check. The bank is short of funds to the name I saw.
Oh, really? You found the beach?
Yes, I'm on it.
Take a few steps.
5.
You'll see.
It stops. There's water beyond.
The bank is short of funds. That beach is short of sand.
Where am I?
You're on the Goodwins sands. Dover is just 6 miles that way.
Which way?
I didn't say. And if you're thinking of swimming, I can tell you don't stand a chance.
You thief! You one-armed murderer!
It's low tide now, but wait a while. In a few hours, it'll be 10 feet over your head. Drowning's not pleasant, Nazi. If you had your gun, you could shoot yourself. You could hang yourself with your belt, but there aren't any trees. So, think about those men you drowned today. Think about them while you wait. I may be around to pick up your body, too. Maybe.
Wait! Wait!
Good night, floater.
Suspense, in which Herbert Marshall starred in William N. Robeson's production of Flood on the Goodwins, written by David Devine and adapted for radio by James Poe. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with America's Boyfriend, starring Mercedes McCambridge. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Marshall in Flood on the Goodwins were Hans Conried, Ellen Morgan, Raymond Lawrence, and Richard Peel.
Suspense has been brought to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense, and the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
One of the axioms of drama might be summed up in the words, don't cheat the audience. Yet one of the most famous short stories of the century, The Lady of the Tiger, does just that. No, we are not about to bring you that famous masterpiece, but the story we are going to tell, in addition to being well calculated to keep you in suspense, is also guaranteed to start a lot of arguments, none of which we hope will become too serious. Frankly, we don't know whether Sophronia Winters or Hiram Johnson is telling the truth, and whether one or both of them are crazy. But there's one point on which we can all agree. Sophronia's diary makes mighty thrilling reading. Listen then, as Miss Mercedes McCambridge stars in The Diary of Sophronia Winters, which begins in just a moment.
Another visit with Joe and Daphne Forsythe.
Hey, honey, I'm home. Daphne.
Drop dead.
Uh-oh, what's the matter, honey?
Don't you speak to me, you Don Juan.
Don Juan? Daphne, I'm no Don Juan. No habla español.
Very funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Well, it was no prize winner, but...
Neither are you Lothario.
I've often wondered, what's a Lothario?
I don't know, but that's what the wives on TV always call their husbands. I guess it applies.
You want me to go out and come in again?
As far as I'm concerned, you can go for a long walk, preferably on a short pier.
Well. Oh, come on, Daphne. What's wrong?
Your good friend Harry called, and he spilled the beans.
Which beans?
He said, quote, "Tell Joe he was right about those blondes. They're great," unquote.
Blondes?
That's what he said. Well?
He didn't say blondes. He said bonds. Savings bonds.
What?
Sure. I buy 'em on the payroll savings plan. And I told Harry he ought to do it, too. Savings bonds have a guaranteed interest that pays back $4 for every 3, which is a pretty good investment.
That's a pretty good story, too.
It's true, so help me. That's why Harry's so happy. Savings bonds are great.
Well, maybe you're right. You wouldn't really fool around with blondes, would you? You're too faithful and sweet and kind and...
Fast talking.
And now... The Diary of Sophronia Winters, starring Mercedes McCambridge. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
February 1st, St. Petersburg, Florida. I, Sophronia Winters, have hereby begun this diary because on this date I feel, for the first time in my 60 years, that I have begun to live. It happened this morning. I had just settled myself on the beach when I noticed a man, a thrilling-looking man, strolling toward me.
Well, sitting out here all by your lonesome?
Oh, well, yes, I am.
Didn't I see you last night over at the Starfish Tea Room?
The Starfish Tea Room? Oh, yes, I was there yesterday.
I said you might have a good table over there. Mind if I sit down beside you?
Not at all. Oh, just a minute. Sit on this magazine. This sand sticks to your clothes.
Oh, sand don't bother me. Johnson's the name, Hiram Johnson. Come from Green Harbor, Maine. Run a big hotel up there summers. That's my whole history in a nutshell.
My name is Sophronia. Sophronia Winters.
Sophronia?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's quite a coincidence. My sister-in-law's name is Sophronia. Sophronia Johnson. You ever heard of her? She looked quite a bit like you.
Sophronia Johnson? No, I'm afraid I haven't. Who was she? Someone very famous? I'm so ignorant about these things.
No, Sophronia wasn't very famous up in the state of Maine for a while, some time back. Well, look where that sun climbed to. I'd say it was close to lunchtime, and I'm going on a hunger strike unless you have lunch with me.
Oh.
Yeah?
Dear diary, now I know what they mean by the young in heart. There is indeed a boy for every girl in the world, and I have found mine. He is so kind and so generous and so strong, and I am so weak because I want to be.
Oh, what's the good of waiting, Sophronia? I got to be back at the hotel in a week. We may never see each other again.
Oh, Hiram, don't say that. I couldn't bear it.
Then let's do it right away, tomorrow. There's a parson out on Coral Avenue who'll do the job for us, and we can take a nice moonlight drive out the Alligator Farm afterwards and have a nice shore dinner. Then climb on board the Orange Blossom tomorrow night for Maine.
Oh, but what would your family think? Wouldn't they be shocked?
Family's all dead. I'm my own boss. There'll just be the two of us, alone together.
The two of us, alone together. The two of us alone together. But, dear diary, not exactly as I had imagined it. Our wedding trip north on the Orange Blossom Express was all that I could have dreamed of. But now we are at the end of the journey. Looming in front of us in the deepening winter twilight is a huge resort hotel, Hiram's Hotel, its wide veranda empty, its ancient cupolas menacing against the gray sky, and not a single light burning at any of its hundreds of windows. What are you locking the gate for, Hiram?
Why not? Nobody coming in after us, or going out again for a while.
But I thought you said the hotel.
The hotel is empty.
Hiram.
Well, what is it now?
Hiram, darling, I know it sounds silly, but let's not go in there tonight. It's so dark and empty. Let's wait until morning. Let's stay in the village just for tonight.
We're staying here. Now, get inside.
Oh, my arm. Hiram.
You remember me telling you down in Florida about my sister-in-law, Sophronia?
Yes.
Well, that's her. That painting there on the wall. Now, you take a look at her. Good look.
But why?
She was a murderess.
Oh.
She was hanged in Portland 25 years ago for the murder of my brother, Ephraim. Here in the lobby of this hotel. They come downstairs singing a hymn and murdered him in cold blood with an axe. That fire axe hanging over there on the wall.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah. Now, you stand over there under that painting.
Hiram,
Get over there.
Hiram, please, you're hurting me.
Now, you stand there quietly. Now, you remember I said you resembled my dead sister-in-law? Well, you do. You are a spitting image.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense. In what form can an act of military heroism be acknowledged? In one example, the form is a rectangular blue ribbon set in a gold-colored metal frame of laurel leaves, worn centered over the right breast pocket of the uniform. A bronze oak leaf cluster may be affixed to the ribbon for each subsequent award of the same decoration. This is the emblem of the Distinguished Unit Citation, awarded to units of our armed forces and those of our allies for extraordinary heroism in action against an armed enemy. One of America's newer military decorations, it is designated to recognize activity on or after December 7th, 1941. The Distinguished Unit Campaign streamer is blue, with the name of the cited action embroidered in white. To be eligible for this citation, the degree of heroism required is the same as that which, in an individual, would warrant the presentation of our second highest award for valor, the Distinguished Service Cross. The Distinguished Unit emblem may be worn permanently by all those involved in the cited action. But for those individuals joining the unit later, the emblem may be worn only for the duration of their assignment. Both as individuals and as members of military units, America's servicemen have proved themselves worthy of medals and worthy of admiration by their countrymen.
And now, starring Mercedes McCambridge, Act 2 of The Diary of Sophronia Winters.
I cannot understand it, and my heart is heavy. The hotel is deserted, unchanged, and apparently uninhabited for 25 years. Wash bowls and pitchers still stand in the empty rooms covered with cobwebs. The great dining room with its oak woodwork is alive with rats, and a row of broken rocking chairs on the front porch faces emptily out to sea. Does he mean this to be my home?
And now, my dear, let me show you the grounds.
Oh, but it's dark.
I want to show you where my sister-in-law Sophronia is buried.
But can't I see it tomorrow in the daylight?
You'll see it now, Sophronia.
Hiram, you're hurting me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but you must learn to do what I say. And then we shall have no trouble. There we are. Just yonder on that mound. That's where my sister-in-law Sophronia was laid away 25 years ago. Buried her ourselves, without a service. Out here by herself on the grounds. Ephraim's buried in town, but not Sophronia. I had a feeling I'd have to keep an eye on her.
Keep an eye on her?
Yeah. I knew she was one of those restless sleepers who wouldn't stay quiet in a grave.
You mean you think she haunts this place?
Nope, not this place. She never had any use for it, alive or dead. No, she makes for the warmer climates. She was always a cold-blooded little woman, freezing and shivering all the time. Places like California and Texas and Florida she makes for.
Florida?
Yeah. One of her favorite haunts, particularly around St. Petersburg. She likes the flowers and the sun and the romance.
Hiram, I feel cold. I'm shivering. Do you mind if I go inside now?
In a minute. Haven't explained everything. You see those birches over there? Under every one of them's a grave. See, I found her wandering the earth in disguise 3 times. I killed her 3 times. Still don't do any good. She's still restless.
You mean you killed 3 different women?
Yep. Now I keep another grave open. Reminder. Waiting now. Would you like to see it, Sophronia?
Oh, no, Hiram, no, please.
You afraid to see it, Sophronia?
No, Oh, Hiram, you don't think just because my name happens to be Sophronia and that I look a little like...
Think what, Sophronia?
Nothing.
Well, we mustn't have you catching a cold, my dear. Well, you come back along in the hotel. I'll show you to your room.
My room?
Yes, Sophronia. Your room. Now, this room's cleanest in the hotel. Always expected to be occupied again sometime. There you see. Kept everything just as it was.
Oh,
Huh? What's the matter?
nothing. It's just that...
Seem kind of familiar?
No.
Just as she left it that afternoon, she walked downstairs to murder my brother. See her embroidery on the table, needle sticking in it. Her hymn book still open. She was very fond of singing hymns, Sophronia was. Had a nice voice, too. I used to accompany her on the harmonium down the parlor.
Oh.
Well, I'll turn down the bed for you. And you can get undressed while I go make you some hot tea.
No, I don't want any.
Now, there's the closet. You can put on one of Sophronia's dressing gowns, make yourself at home.
Hiram, why are you locking my door?
It's safer, my dear.
Safer?
Yeah. Always lock doors, outside and inside. Windows, too. Much safer for everybody.
It must be nearly midnight now. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since he locked that door on me and left me alone in this horrible room with its hideous little mementos of a dead murderess. I have lit the pink-flowered oil lamp, and I am sitting here at her little wicker table, trying to maintain my sanity as I write this. I can hear him downstairs, in the shabby little parlor off the lobby, playing the harmonium, playing the same piece over and over again. My hand has just brushed against her needlework, lying beside the open hymn book, open at the same hymn he is playing, the same hymn he is playing. I shall go mad. I shall go mad. I shall go mad.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
We have, together, ample capacity and freedom to defend freedom. This is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Day after day, month after month, since April 4th, 1949, the activities of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization have moved steadily forward on many fronts. This complete cooperation must and will continue, because the concept of national self-sufficiency is out of date. Countries of the free world are interdependent, and only in genuine partnership, and by combining their resources, sharing tasks in many fields, can progress and safety be found. The United States of America is a part of NATO. You should be aware of and alert to the objectives and programs of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
And now, starring Mercedes McCambridge, Act 3 of The Diary of Sophronia Winters.
February 12th. Can it be only a week since I became the bride of a madman? Now I live only from moment to moment, listening to each creak on the stairs, each note as it slowly wheezes from the old harmonium, wondering when he will come for me, when he will drag me out to join those other Sophronias in their frosty graves beneath the naked birches.
Sophronia!
It's come.
Sophronia? Come downstairs. I want you to sing with me.
Sing, sing. She sang with him, he said. How can I come downstairs when my door is locked?
It's unlocked. You try it.
Unlocked? Oh, no, how could it? Oh, it is. It is. And I never knew it. I never knew it.
Come in, Sophronia.
He unlocked it sometime while I was just sitting there. Oh, why didn't I try a few more times? Why did I just sit there assuming? No, he'd have caught me anyway. He'd have known. But I might have got away. Now it's too late. He's going to kill me.
Sophronia!
Yes, Hiram. I'm coming. Hiram, where are you?
Down here, in the parlor.
That's the harmonium.
Yeah. Waiting to sing with you.
All right. I'll sing. I haven't sung in years, but I'll try. I'll sing with you. I'll stay out here in the hall. My voice will carry better.
Always did carry better in the hall, didn't it, Sophronia? Of course, you know, both the front and back doors are locked.
Yes, I know, Hiram.
Abide with thee, gospel thee.
Lord, with me abide.
When all
There's only one more page. Shall I read it to you, nurse?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
March 22nd. I have been sick, I think, for a very long time. The pages of my diary are blank, but I shall take you out again, poor diary, today, and start you over again. I shall never look back at the other pages. I shall only write on and on about this beautiful place, so that no one reading this diary will ever know that I did it. But I did do it, diary. I was smarter than he. When I opened that door at the head of the stairs and heard the music, when I saw the fire axe still hanging on the wall, I was so cautious, so terribly cautious. I tiptoed like a little mouse, even as I sang the hymn, into that room where he was playing. If a reflection of that axe had so much as glimmered across the wood, if he had turned. But I was clever, so much cleverer than he. I kept on singing, and now I'm free, free as a bird. I'm free, and he shall never catch me now, not this time, or ever again, because he's dead. Isn't he, nurse? Nurse? Isn't my dear brother-in-law, Hiram, really dead?
Yes, Miss Sophronia, he's dead. And now we'll put the diary away, shall we? Remember what the doctor said. We mustn't overdo if we're to get well.
Oh, but I don't want to get well, ever. I like being sick. I feel so safe.
Suspense, in which Mercedes McCambridge starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Diary of Sophronia Winters by Lucille Fletcher. Supporting Mercedes McCambridge in The Diary of Sophronia Winters were Carl Swenson and Ellen Morgan. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Miss Kathy Lewis starring in The Bridge. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
There is an old definition which describes the theater as a plank on two barrels and a passion. Analogously, we might describe radio drama as a microphone, a voice, and a story. Tonight we have all three and little else. Little else is needed when the voice belongs to an actor of the stature of Herbert Marshall. We present him without supporting players, without sound effects, and no more than the usual musical trimmings. His voice is all that's needed to strike terror to your heart. So send the more impressionable small children out of the room, dim the lights, settle back and listen as Mr. Marshall stars in A.M. Burridge's chilling story, The Waxwork, which begins in just a moment.
Here's Frankie Lane. I never feel like singing with a bad cold, so I take wonderful 4-way cold tablets to relieve my cold misery fast.
Right. Tests of 4 leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting of all. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve aches, pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
So when you catch cold, take my advice. Take 4-way cold tablets. It's the fast way to relieve those nasty cold miseries and feel better quickly.
4-way, 29.59 cents.
Here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. To get rid of embarrassing dandruff in 3 minutes, change to Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair. Rub in 1 minute. Add water. Lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, and embarrassing dandruff's gone. At the same time, Fitch can brighten hair up to 35%. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today.
And now, The Waxwork, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
While the uniformed attendants of Mariner's Waxworks were ushering the last stragglers through the exit, the manager sat in his office interviewing Raymond Hewson, a young journalist somewhat down on his luck. The manager was speaking. It used to be said years ago that Madame Tussauds would give a man £100 for sleeping alone in the Chamber of Horrors. I hope you don't think that we have made any such offer, Mr. Hewson. By the way, what is your paper? I'm freelancing at present. However, I should find no difficulty in getting the story printed. The Morning Echo would use it like a shot. A night with Mariner's murderers. Oh, very well, Mr. Hewson. I must warn you, it's no small ordeal that you're proposing to undertake. I own I shouldn't care to take it on. I should hate having to spend the night alone in the murderer's den. Why? Well, those waxworks represent the lowest and most appalling types of humanity. The whole atmosphere of the place is unpleasant, and if you are susceptible to atmosphere, I warn you that you are in for a very uncomfortable night. Hewson had known that from the moment the idea had first occurred to him. His soul sickened at the prospect. But here was a chance not to be missed. The price of a special story in the Morning Echo. Besides, if he wrote the story well, it might lead to an offer of regular employment. The manager smiled and rose. Well, I think the last of the people must have gone by now. Oh, one condition I'm afraid I must impose on you. I must ask you not to smoke. We had a fire scare down there this evening. I don't know who gave the alarm, but whoever it was a false one. Fortunately, there were very few people down there at the time, or there might have been a panic. And now, if you're ready, I'll take you down to the murderer's den.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
Here comes Elmer Blurt, world's lowest pressure salesman.
Nobody home, I hope. It says here, J.P. Pullum, dentist. You wouldn't want to buy a new 1959 Rambler, would you, Doc?
You are a lucky man. I just happen to have a vacancy. Sit down.
Yeah, but, Doc...
Open wide. Oh, that's right. You know, you don't have to sell me on the 59 Rambler. It's first in economy, first in sales gains, and no wonder. Rambler has the best of both. Big car room, small car economy.
Yeah, but, Doc...
Oh, relax. Can't you salesmen ever stop selling? You know, Rambler's got quite an idea with that personalized comfort. Independently adjustable front seats, adjustable headrests, easiest parking and handling in America. Now, that 59 Rambler is so terrific it makes you want to put your foot right down on the accelerator. No, that didn't hurt, did it?
Oh, gosh, Williker, no, that's my lower plate you've been drilling.
Rambler continues to pass car after car in sales, in state after state, Rambler now outsells all but 2 other makes. Come see why. Drive the success car at your Rambler dealers.
And now, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall, Act 2 of The Waxwork.
The murderer's den in Mariner's Waxworks was an eerie and uncomfortable chamber. A chamber whose atmosphere invited its visitors to speak in whispers. The waxwork murderers stood on low pedestals. Recent notoriety has rubbed dusty shoulders with the old favorites. Thurtell, the murderer of Weir, stood as if frozen in the act of making a shop window gesture to young Bywaters. There was Lefroy, the poor half-baked little snob who killed for gain so that he might ape the gentleman. Within a few yards of him sat Mrs. Thompson, that erotic romanticist, hanged to propitiate the British middle-class matronhood. Charles Peace, the only member of the vile company who looked uncompromisingly and entirely evil, sneered across at Norman Thorne. The manager pointed out several more interesting of these unholy notabilities. That's Crippen. I expect you recognize him. Insignificant little beast who looks as if he couldn't tread on a worm. That is Armstrong. Looks like a decent, harmless country gentleman, doesn't he? There's old Vaquier. You can't miss him, of course, because of his beard. And this one. Who's that? Hewson asked in a whisper. Oh, have a good look at him. This is our star. He's the only one of the bunch that hasn't been hanged. The figure which Hewson had indicated was that of a small, slight man, not much more than 5 feet in height. It wore little waxed moustaches, large spectacles, and an opera cape. There was something so exaggeratedly French in its appearance that it reminded Hewson of a stage caricature. He could not have said precisely why the mild-looking face seemed to him so repellent. Who is he? That, said the manager, is Dr. Burdett. Hewson shook his head doubtfully. I think I've heard the name, but I forget in connection with what. Oh, you would remember better if you were a Frenchman. A little while back, that man was the terror of Paris. He carried on his work of healing by day and of throat-cutting by night. He killed for the sheer devilish pleasure it gave him to kill. And always in the same way. With a razor. But at last he left a clue behind him which set the police upon his track. But he was too clever for them. When he realized that the coils were closing about him, he mysteriously disappeared, and ever since, the police of every civilized country have been looking for him. However, there is no doubt that he managed to do away with himself, and by some means which has prevented his body coming to light. I don't like him at all. What eyes he's got. Yes, this figure's a little masterpiece. You find the eyes bite into you? Well, that's excellent realism, then, for Burdett practiced mesmerism and was supposed to hypnotize his victims before dispatching them. Indeed, had he not done so, it is impossible to see how so small a man could have accomplished his ghastly work. There were never any signs of a struggle. I thought I saw him move. Well, you will have more than one optical illusion before the night's out, I expect, sir. I'm sorry I can't give you any more light, but all the lights are already on. For obvious reasons, we keep this place as gloomy as possible. Well, good night, Mr. Hewson. The manager had provided an armchair for Hewson, who immediately turned it so that his back was towards the effigy of Dr. Burdett. For some undefined reason, he liked Dr. Burdett a great deal less than his companions. The dim, unwavering light fell on the rows of figures, which were so uncannily like human beings that the silence and the stillness seemed unnatural and even ghastly. He missed the sound of breathing, the rustling of clothes, the 101 minute noises one hears when even the deepest silence has fallen upon a crowd. And the air was as stagnant as water at the bottom of a standing pond. It must be like this at the bottom of the sea, he thought. He faced the sinister figures boldly enough. They were only waxworks. So long as he let that thought dominate all others, he promised himself that all would be well. It did not, however, save him long from the discomfort occasioned by the waxen stare of Dr. Bourdette, which he knew was directed upon him from behind. The eyes of the little Frenchman's effigy haunted and tormented him, and he itched with a desire to turn and look. At last, the compulsion was too great, and he slewed his chair round and looked behind him. The image of the dreadful little doctor seemed to stand out with a queer prominence. Hewson flinched before the parody of mildness which some fiendishly skilled craftsman had managed to convey in wax, met the eyes for an agonized second, and turned again to face the other direction. He is only a waxwork like the rest of you. You are all only waxworks. They were only waxworks, yes, but waxworks don't move. Not that he had seen the least movement anywhere, but it struck him that in the moment or two while he had looked behind him, there had been the least subtle change in the grouping of the figures in front. Crippen, for instance, seemed to have turned a degree to the left. Or, thought Hewson, perhaps the illusion was due to the fact that he had not returned his chair to its exact original position. He had neither seen nor heard a movement, but it was as if some sixth sense had made him aware of one. He looked straight into the vapid countenance of Lefroy, which smiled vacantly back as if to say, "It wasn't I." Of course it wasn't he, or any of them. It was his own nerves. Or was it? He swung round quickly to encounter the mild but baleful stare of Dr. Bourdette. Then, without warning, he jerked his head back to stare straight at Crippen. He nearly caught Crippen that time. You'd better be careful, Crippen, and all the rest of you. If I do see one of you move, I'll smash you to pieces. Do you hear? This would not do. This distinctly would not do. These figures grouped around him were only dummies made of wax and sawdust. They stood there for the entertainment of morbid sightseers and orange-sucking trippers. But it was no good. He knew the effigy of Dr. Bourdette was staring at him. He could feel the two places where the gaze of those piercing eyes pressed into his back. He turned halfway and tried to steal a glance at the figure, but instead he felt himself whirled around to face those dreadful, hypnotic eyes. You moved! Yes, you did. You moved. I saw you. You moved. Then he sat quite still, staring straight before him like a man found frozen in the Arctic snows. Dr. Bourdette's movements were leisurely. He stepped off the pedestal with the mincing care of a lady alighting from a bus, and then quietly sat down on the edge facing Hewson. Bonsoir, monsieur. Something tells me that you are nervous. My dear sir, have no illusions. I am not one of these contemptible effigies miraculously come to life. I am Dr. Bourdette himself.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Do you know about the little white tablet in the little green pocket roll? Just a-waiting for the moment when you need 'em to bring your acid indigestion under control. Tums are the little white tablets in the little green pocket roll. Tums for the tummy, Tums. Bring relief quicker than you'd ever guess. Best for any kind of acid distress. Keep 'em handy in the pocket roll. Keep your tummy under Tums control.
Tums are fast, effective, and safe. Tums relieve the discomfort of acid indigestion quickly, with no danger of acid rebound, sometimes caused by harsh alkalizers. Always carry Tums, 10 cents. 3-roll pack, a quarter. New Tums 6-roll pack with free metal carrier, 49 cents.
And now, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall, Act 3 of The Waxwork.
Houston sat immobile, staring at the mild little murderer. He could see, he could hear, but he could not move a muscle, and he could not tear his eyes away from Dr. Bourdette's hypnotic eyes. The doctor continued in his easy manner. The circumstances have made it desirable that I should live in England. I was close to this building this evening when I saw a policeman regarding me a little too curiously. I guessed that he intended to follow and perhaps ask me embarrassing questions, so I mingled with the crowd and came in here. A coin bought my admission to the chamber in which we now meet, and an inspiration showed me a certain means of escape. I raised a cry of fire, and when all the fools had rushed to the stairs, I stripped my effigy of the cape which you behold me wearing, donned it, hid my effigy under the platform at the back, and took its place on the pedestal. The manager's description of me, which I had the embarrassment of being compelled to overhear, was biased, but not altogether inaccurate. Clearly, I am not dead, although it is as well that the world think I am. His account of my hobby, which I have indulged for years, although through necessity less frequently of late, was in the main true. For you see, the world is divided between collectors and non-collectors. With the non-collectors, we are not concerned. The collectors collect anything according to their individual tastes, from money to cigarette cards, from moths to matchboxes. I collect fruits. He paused again and regarded Houston's throat with interest mingled with disfavor. I am obliged to the chance which brought us together tonight, and perhaps it would seem ungrateful to complain. From motives of personal safety, my activities have been somewhat curtailed of late, and I am glad of this opportunity of gratifying my somewhat unusual whim. But you have a skinny neck, sir, if you will overlook a personal remark. I should never have selected you from choice. I like men with thick necks, thick red necks. He fumbled in an inside pocket and took out something which he tested against a wet forefinger, and then proceeded to pass gently to and fro across the palm of his left hand. This is a little French razor. The blade, you will observe, is very narrow. They do not cut very deep, but deep enough. In just one little moment, you shall see for yourself. I shall ask you the little civil question of all polite barbers. Does the razor suit you, sir? He rose up, a diminutive but menacing figure of evil, and approached Houston with the silent, furtive step of a hunting panther. You will have the goodness to raise your chin a little. Thank you. And a little more. Just a little more. Ah, thank you. Merci. Merci, monsieur. Merci, chamber was a thick skylight of frosted glass, which by day let in a few sickly and filtered rays from the floor above. After sunrise, these began to mingle with the subdued light from the electric bulbs, and this mingled illumination added a certain ghastliness to a scene which needed no additional touch of horror. The waxwork figures stood apathetically in their places, waiting to be admired or execrated by the crowds who would presently wander fearfully among them. In their midst, Hewson sat still, leaning far back in his swivel chair. His chin was up-tilted as if it were waiting to receive attention from a barber. And although there was not a scratch upon his throat, nor anywhere upon his body, he was cold and dead. Dr. Baudet on his pedestal watched the dead man unemotionally. He did not move, nor was he capable of motion. But then, after all, he was only a waxwork.
Suspense, in which Herbert Marshall starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Waxwork, written by A.M. Burridge and adapted for radio by Mel Donnelly. In a moment, a word about next week's story of Suspense.
Do you have trouble getting your husband to talk frankly about the intimate and important things in your married life? All too often, a husband's reluctance to talk about sex, money, or the children can destroy a happy marriage. Be sure to read one woman's real-life solution to this problem in the new March issue of McCall's magazine, now at your favorite newsstand. In all, you'll find more than 40 exciting features in this big new issue of McCall's. Read 15 practical, down-to-earth ideas on how you can earn an extra $1,000 this year by doing just a few hours' work each week. Learn Debbie Reynolds' side of the strange divorce story that wrecked Hollywood's ideal marriage. And see many full-color photos previewing the newest styles and hairdos that women will be wearing this spring. Don't miss the fascinating March issue of McCall's with more than 40 exciting features for you and your family. Buy the new March McCall's at all newsstands now.
Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Myron McCormick in Madman of Manhattan. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The latest news follows, then Have Gun Will Travel on the CBS Radio Network. 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 Network.
Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You would think that the people who are closest to you are the people you know best. But sometimes you discover that they are the very people you don't know at all. People who live in a private world, a private room. And so, Suspense brings you Room 203 by Milton Lewis. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It was exactly 1 year after I married Tony, our anniversary. I managed to get away for a couple of days from the newspaper where I work. Tony and I were going to celebrate. And it all started out gaily enough. We went back to the same hotel where we'd spent our honeymoon. The bellboy took care of our luggage and was hanging around for a tip.
You're on the south side. Better breeze this side of the hotel.
Oh, it's very nice, very nice. Here you are.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Chris, this is a lovely room.
I'm glad you like it, darling.
And where did those flowers come from?
Oh, I guess they came from an admirer.
Oh, Chris, they're beautiful. You're the most thoughtful husband in the whole world, and I love you.
Roses for the first anniversary, orchids for the second, and maybe a mink coat for the third.
Well, that sounds nice, but unnecessary. And what about the 4th, 5th, and 6th?
I don't know. Really, darling, we better get ready. I made a reservation for us in the page room. The show goes on in just about, 15 minutes. Here, feel. Think I need a shave?
I think you better. And I have to get my dress out. I hope it isn't too wrinkled.
I got my shaving things out of my suitcase and went into the bathroom. I was just about to lather up when I heard Tony scream. Tony, what is it? What's the matter?
Over there in that room.
Where? What room?
Oh, that one across the courtyard. Oh, the light just went out.
What did you see?
It was so clear. I know I saw it.
What? What did you see?
Well, I went to the window to pull down the shade, and I glanced out. You know how you do. And then I saw it.
You saw what?
That man was choking a girl.
Darling, what man?
The man in that room. He just kept choking her. It was awful.
All right, sweetheart. Don't be upset. It's all
I
right.
never saw anything like it. Chris, do something.
All right, I'll call the police.
The police? Why the police? Oh, maybe there's some explanation for it. Why don't you call the manager?
All right.
I don't understand it. I can't believe it happened, but I know I saw it.
Hello? I want to speak to the manager. While I was talking to the manager, I happened to glance at my wife. She had an expression on her face that I had never seen there before. It was a strangely poignant look, frightened and defeated. I'll never forget it. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Stewart. I'm Mr. Spencer, the night manager.
Good evening. This is my wife, Mr. Spencer.
How do you do, Mrs. Stewart?
How do you do?
Well, I understand you've had quite a shock. I'm glad you seem to have gotten over it. If you want me to send for the house physician.
Oh, no, thank you. That won't be necessary.
Sure?
Well, my wife said it wasn't necessary.
I'm just taking every precaution. Well, now, will you tell me exactly what happened, Mrs. Stewart?
Well, I went to the window to pull down the shade, and I saw a man.
Where did you see him?
Oh, over there. The room on the corner. The same floor we're on.
That would be room 203. But it's dark.
Well, he turned out the lights.
Did he? When did he do that?
A few minutes ago.
Yes, I called you right away.
You don't believe me, do you?
Why, of course, Mrs. Stewart, but you wouldn't expect me to just call the police without looking into this first. I have to make sure. We'll go over there and investigate now. You want to come with me, Mr. Stewart?
Yes.
Oh, please.
Honey, we'll only be a minute.
I want to go with you. I don't want to be here alone. Take me with you, Chris.
I looked at my wife, and there it was again. The same fear and self-doubt. We went with Mr. Spencer to room 203. He knocked on the door.
Doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, he had plenty of time to get away.
All right, we'd better have a look inside. I'll use my pass key. Come in. There's no one here.
All right.
Is this the room, Mrs. Stewart?
Yes, this is the room. They were standing right there near the bed.
Well, the room doesn't seem to be a bit disturbed. Everything is in place. Bedspread isn't even wrinkled.
But I tell you, I saw it. I did. I know I did.
Maybe it wasn't this room.
Yes, it was this room. I recognize this chair.
Mr. Spencer, does any other room have a chair like this one?
No, this is the only chair of this kind in the entire hotel. Each of our rooms has its own decorating scheme. But, Mrs. Stewart, perhaps...
Don't look at me that way. I tell you, I saw it.
Yes, of course. Just a moment, Mrs. Stewart. Front desk, please. Hello, this is Mr. Spencer. What is the name of the check-in for room 203 today? I see. And what about yesterday? Thank you. Mr. Stewart, there's been no one in this room for more than 48 hours.
we returned to our room. My wife was very upset. And I had 1,000 questions I wanted to ask, but I didn't. I knew that Tony herself would have to volunteer the information. She would tell me why she was so frightened. She would tell me because she trusted me. I wasn't going to force her to tell me anything. I waited for her to speak.
Chris, do you believe I saw it?
Of course I do. But you know, darling, it is funny the way that room didn't look as if anybody had been in it.
I tell you, I saw it, Chris. I saw it. I can still see it. I've got to have seen it.
What do you mean you've got to have seen it? Couldn't you have imagined it?
Yes. Yes, I may have. Darling, someday I'd like to tell you a story.
What kind of a story?
A sad story. A story you may not want to hear.
Why don't you tell it to me now?
No, not now, but maybe someday.
All right. Why don't you just close your eyes now, sweetheart?
All right, Chris.
She was exhausted, and she fell asleep. I just looked at her. She was so beautiful. I went to the window and looked out. And suddenly, I heard Tony scream.
Chris, where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, Chris, darling, I saw them again. I saw them so clearly.
Sweetheart, you were dreaming.
No, I wasn't. I can still see them. I can see him choking her. Chris, don't you believe me?
Yes, I believe you.
She had long blonde hair, just
Like you?
Yes, like me. Oh, Chris, I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
That's a very fascinating story you tell me, Mrs. Stewart. You see a man strangle a girl from a hotel window, and now you seem to doubt the evidence of your own senses. Yes, I know there seems to be good reason to doubt. An empty room, no one there. Mrs. Stewart, does your husband know about you?
No, he doesn't, Dr. Barnes.
Why didn't you tell him?
I was afraid to.
You'll have to tell him, Mrs. Stewart. I think that's part of the problem.
You don't believe me either, do you, Dr. Barnes? You don't believe me at all.
Is that you, Tony?
Yes. You're home early.
Yes, I am, honey. Things were slow at the paper today, so I got the day off. Did you go to the city?
I had some shopping to do. And I had lunch with Claire.
Anything else?
Oh, that's all.
Who is Dr. Barnes?
Why do you ask about him?
You saw him at 10:30 this morning. I followed you.
Are you spying on me, Chris?
I heard you make the appointment on the phone this morning before I got up. I had a right to follow you.
Why, I just went for a checkup. I wasn't feeling...
You don't go to a psychiatrist for a checkup, Tony. I don't like secrets.
Do you love me, Chris?
I love the girl I married.
I'm still the same girl.
Are you? The girl I married didn't hide things.
All right, Chris. What do you want to know?
Why did you go to this doctor?
I was his patient 5 years ago.
His patient?
I was in an institution 5 years ago.
What kind of an institution?
A hospital for the mentally sick.
My wife had been mentally ill. Maybe there had been a murder. Maybe she imagined it. There was nothing I could do but call the police.
Good evening. I'm Detective Green, homicide.
Please, come in. This is my wife, Mrs. Stewart.
How do you do, ma'am?
How do you do?
Well, what's the matter, Mrs. Stewart?
Nothing.
You look at me as if you know me.
No, I don't know you.
Let me explain, Detective Green.
I've seen you before. You're a reporter on the Examiner.
You must have a good memory. It's been a long time since I covered police news.
Well, it's part of my job. What's happened?
Well, a few days ago, my wife and I decided to spend our anniversary at the Towers Hotel. And Tony looked out of our window across the courtyard and saw a man strangle a girl. They were in room 203 of that hotel. But you see, when the manager checked, the room was empty, and it hadn't been occupied for 2 days.
Did you get a good look at the man, Mrs. Stewart?
Pretty good.
What did he look like?
Well, he was a man of about 45. His hair was dark, but rather thin.
Go on.
He was about your height.
5'11". Go on. Any distinguishing features you remember?
Well, he looked a lot like you.
Like me?
Would you turn to the side, please?
Sure.
He looked exactly like you. He is you.
I was amazed when I heard my wife say that Detective Green was the murderer. I didn't know what to think. Was this part of a hallucination? Was Tony ill again? And suddenly, she started to cry.
Oh, Chris. Please don't let her go away, please.
All right, darling. Detective Green,
It's
would you mind?
okay. It's all right. I understand. You'd better get your wife some help as soon as you can.
Oh, please, oh, please.
Okay, Miss Stewart. The case is closed as far as I'm concerned. Good night.
Chris, he was the man. I know he was.
All right, Tony. Try to get some sleep. Finally, Tony went to sleep. I left the house. I walked a few blocks, uptown or downtown, maybe crosstown. I don't remember which. I didn't know what to believe, and I didn't know what to do. And when I got home and went to our room, Tony wasn't there. I went through the house. Then I found a note in the foyer, propped against the phone.
Dear Chris, I'm going away. It's not fair for me to stay here. I love you, Tony.
I was just going out the front door to find her when the phone rang. Hello?
Hello, Stewart.
It was my night editor at the Examiner.
Say, listen. Here's the tip I think you've been waiting for.
What do you mean?
They just found the body of a girl in the river about a quarter of a mile from the Towers Hotel.
What did she look like?
Blonde hair, slender, very pretty. She couldn't have been more than 20. And she was strangled.
I'll be right over. And thanks.
Writing that note, Mrs. Stewart, was an act of weakness. If there's anything we've learned, it's that you can't run away. I'm not going to let you stay here tonight.
But where can I go, Dr. Barnes?
Where do you want to go?
Home.
That's where I think you should go. Dr. Barnes speaking. Who? Mrs. Stewart, it's your husband. Will you speak to him?
Oh, yes. Hello, Chris. What? Are you sure? No. Chris, you're not just saying that Where? Give me the address. Okay, I'll take a taxi and meet you there. Bye.
What happened, Mrs. Stewart?
They just found the body of a girl. Chris thinks it's the girl I saw. I'm going to meet him at the morgue to identify her for the police.
I could feel my heart skip a beat when I saw Tony. I knew then how much he meant to me. We only had time for a quick kiss, and then we went into the morgue. Detective Green was already there with some men from homicide. I could feel Tony stiffen when she recognized him. I didn't like the way she was acting, and I began to hate Detective Green for the way he inspired fear in my wife. The men stood around like mourners. Detective Green lifted the sheet, and he turned to my wife.
Is this the girl you say was strangled, Mrs. Stewart?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, gentlemen, that's all. Thank you for coming here, Mrs. Stewart.
Take me out of here, Chris.
All right, darling.
Chris, that was the girl.
Then why didn't you say so in there?
Didn't you see the way he was looking at me? She's the girl. I'll never forget her face, never. And he killed her.
You take a cab and go right home.
Well, where are you going?
Never mind. I've got something to do. You go right home.
Here you are. Keep the change.
Thanks, lady.
Good evening.
Detective Green. What do you want?
I've been waiting for you. No, don't try to go. I have a gun.
What do you want?
I know you recognize Julie. And I know where your husband is. He's talking to the chief. You know what I have to do, don't you?
No, I don't.
You're the only living witness. Why did you tell your husband I was the man you saw?
You were the man I saw. I thought I was out of my mind, but now I know I'm not.
No, you're not. Would have been better for you if you were.
But the manager said the room was empty.
That's right, for 48 hours. But 2 days ago, I stayed in room 203. And I kept the key. And then yesterday, I took 202 with Julie. I made a suite of 202 and 203. Unregistered.
So you were in 203. I did see you.
That's right, room 203. And nobody would have known how a body got into an unregistered room except that Julie raised the shade. And you saw it. It's too bad that you saw what you thought you saw. And it made it such a nuisance for me. Using a linen truck to get her out of the hotel, putting her in my police car, dumping her in the river.
But why did you kill her?
I'm a married man, Mrs. Stewart. Julie got hard to handle. It was too bad, but I just had to get rid of her. And I have to get rid of you, too, Mrs. Stewart. I've met up with a lot of killers in my time. They always have a way of trapping themselves. But that's not going to happen to me. This job's going to be perfect. What's that? Mrs. Stewart, where does the store lead to?
The garden.
Tony!
Oh, Chris, what happened?
He started shooting first. They had to shoot back. Tony, he's dead.
Oh, Chris. Chris, you won't believe it, but I wasn't scared. I was strangely calm all the time he was talking. The fact that he came here to kill me proved definitely that I was right all the time. I finally knew that I never imagined any of it. I finally knew I was perfectly sane.
And always have been, darling. Look, we still have our anniversary to celebrate, haven't we? How would you like to go to Paris? I understand it's lovely in the fall.